My dear students, so welcome to see grade 11 accountancy class. So we already discussed the three chapters in progress of chapter number 3. So source documents we discussed. Okay. So in the meantime, thereafter accounting equation we started. Okay. See the last previous video discussed about variables affected. Thereafter how the effects of transaction. Then how to prepare accounting equation. Okay. So now for this class, we are going to prepare one sums oriented accounting equation. Okay. After that we will do one by one. Okay. So now we will just listen the video. Thereafter we work out. Okay. See here the accounting equation. As you know already, what is the accounting equation? It's nothing but it's a mathematical expression. Okay. So that's what assets is equal to liabilities plus capital. Correct? Assets is equal to liabilities plus capital. You can also write what? Capital is equal to what? Assets minus liabilities, or liabilities is equal to assets minus capital. So likewise, you want to know the three equations, correct? Maybe assets is equal to liabilities plus capital, or capital is equal to assets minus liabilities, or liabilities is equal to assets minus capital. Okay, that's what the equation you want to keep in your mind. Okay, then thereafter we discussed some concepts, correct? Some 13 concepts discussed. For this accounting equation, coming under what concept? You have any idea? So this is coming under what concept? Coming under real aspect concept. Real aspect concept. Real aspect concept. What is that real aspect concept? There are two ways, correct? One is giving, other is receiving, correct? Or maybe debit or credit. There are two aspects. So when you are going to market, we bought something, so we received something, correct? For that you are paying something, correct? That's what two aspects, that is called real aspect concept. Every corresponding debit, there is a corresponding credit. So coming under double entry system, so which concept we are going to follow? Real aspect concept, nothing but what? Always accounting equation equal. There is no balance. Okay, that's what. Assets is equal to liabilities plus capital. As a business, assets of a business is equal to business of liabilities and the capital or equity. That's what the idea. So maybe liabilities is equal to assets minus capital, or capital is equal to assets minus liabilities. Coming under what aspect? Real aspect concept. Okay, maybe receiving and giving aspect. Okay, debit and credit. Every corresponding debit, there is a corresponding credit. See, now we will work out one problem. So definitely you can able to follow the accounting equation. It's very easy and very interesting. Okay, just we follow one by one how we are going to write the accounting equation. See here, we want to draw like this. Here the particulars. Okay, assets. I'll tell you why I am giving the lot of space here and equal to liabilities plus capital. This is the equation. Then I draw one more line here. Okay. Then see the first particulars. Business started with cash. How much? 1,75,000. That means what? So suppose you are going to start a business with money 1,75,000. So what comes in? We got cash in the form of what? Capital. Okay, that's what here I am going to write cash. Okay, how much? 1,75,000. Thereafter, liability side also, how much? Here I put it what? Here also 1,75,000. So here 0. Okay, have understood? I repeat once again. Business started with cash, so 1,75,000. So we are invested in the business. So we got money cash. I'm going to write cash coming under assets, correct? So 1,75,000. Here also 1,75,000. Again this side there is no liabilities. I am written under the what? Capital. Now you got it. That's what the idea here. First transaction. This is called business transaction. Correct? That's activity, business activity. That is business started with cash. Okay, I have understood. Now you are going to write. So what is the one? It is coming under second transaction going to write. Okay, then understood. What is second one? I will write it. Purchased goods from Rohit. See, purchased goods. Purchased goods from Rohit. Okay, how much? See, these rupees, see, you want to write like this. like Indira, understood? Put like this, then plus like don't write rupees RS. Okay, so that's what you want to know, how to write that. Okay, so purchase goods from Rohit, how much? 50,000. Okay, 50,000. So how to write the equation? That's what you want to discuss. What are the first you want to identify what are the variables affected, then what are the effects of transaction. Thereafter equation. Okay, so last previous class discussed individually alone. Now we are collecting all each and every transaction, right? So purchased goods from whom? Rohit, 50,000. That means what? Here we bought goods on credit basis, not cash basis. That's what here that credit is implied. Okay, that is written. Okay, so how to write it here? So as a purchased goods, that's why I given this space here. We want to put plus coming under stock. Got it? So 0 plus how much? 50,000. Okay. So here also I am putting 0. Now understood how I put it? So purchased goods from Rohit 50,000. Here there is no cash mentioned. That's why purchased from Rohit on what? Credit basis. That's why as a purchaser coming under stock, correct? We got goods. We have to keep it like a stock. Okay. Thereafter, what happened here? This 50,000 from Rohit. Okay, so he is called what? Rohit here called what? Creditors. Now understood how much? 50,000. So here 0. Now understood very clearly. So purchased goods from Rohit 50,000. That's why we got goods purchased. I shown as a stock under here. Similarly, it is on credit purchases, not cash. That's why I shown as a creditors. Now both sides we have to check. Asset side 50,000 stock equal, liability side under creditors 50,000 equal. You understood why I got down this column? So you want to follow same method. Now your duty is what? Put one line. Okay. So this is called what? Fully put. That is the safer side. This is called what? This is called new equation. Okay. So what is new equation? This is cash 1,75,000. My stock how much? 50,000. If you total it here, 2,25,000 this side. Similarly, as a liability side, again creditors 50,000 plus 1,75,000. Now understood? So both sides you total. This side also 2,25,000. This side also 2,25,000. You got equation. You understood? That's for the second transaction. Understood? Now you want to write new equation. Now going for the third one. Okay. Going for third one. What is the third one? See, sold goods on credit. See, sold goods on credit. Okay. To Manish. It's a very important costing. Costing how much? 17,500. So by bracket 17,500. So how much is sold for? 20,000. That means what? So I sold goods to, see, I sold goods on Manish. See, 17,000 worth of goods. I'm going to sell how much? 20,000 to whom? Manish. For what? Not cash. Here also credit sales. So how to enter here? See here, once I write it here, what will happen? Say my stock will be reduced. Now understood? I put in the bracket. Because I sold means what? My goods gone out. Okay, that's what my 17,500 worth of goods I shown as a stock is going to reduce. That's why I putting in the bracket. Okay, one is over. Thereafter I sold to whom? Manish. So we call this here what? One more. Debtors. I understood why I am putting like this. So debtors plus 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus how much we sold? 20,000. So 17,000 worth of goods I sold how much? 20,000. So here we said now sold goods on credit money is costing 17,500 worth of goods. So that's why it's going to reduce under stock. Within the bracket, we are going to write 17,500. Then sold to whom? Manish on credit. Okay, that's why debtors. Because we are not getting cash immediately. Okay, later on. collect money from the money. That's why I shown under debtors. So these cash, stock, debtors, we already discussed in accounting terms, correct? Again we're going to revise, but you don't worry. Again we're going to revise chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3, the same manner. Okay. So the whatever now you are going to understand accounting equation, now you can able to follow all accounting terms and all the concepts. Now you can able to recollect. Now practically when you are doing the accounting equation, definitely now you feel, definitely you can feel now the real understanding of the theory basis, right? Okay. Now see what are these 20,000 debtors? So 17,500 worth of goods you sold on 20,000. So definitely you sold goods on profit only, correct? So how much is called profit? 2,500. I want to show as a capital, correct? That's why for you I mentioned underline within the bracket profit. Actually for understanding I shown what is the pattern. When you watch you will be confused how the 2,500 came. That's why bracket I mentioned. Now understood? Okay, so 20,000 is shown as a debtors, 17,500 is shown as a stock. Under that, the 2,500, the 17,500 worth of goods I sold on 20,000. The 2,500 is shown under capital as a profit. Okay, so now same manner, put line. So the lining, see accountancy, we discussed our chapter, very first chapter, what is the accountancy? It is called art and science, correct? That's why everything, the lines is very important. The presentation is very important. Then now I am writing the comma, zero, then the rupees value, this is the symbol of the rupees. So everything is important. Okay, now move for the fourth one. Purchased furniture for office use. Okay, so before that we are going to write new equation. Okay, so new equation what? Our cash is how much? 1,75,000 plus my stock reduced now, correct? So 50,000 I reduce 17,500. So this is the easy calculation. That's why. So 0 0 10 minus 5 5. So 9 minus 7 2. So 4 minus 1 3. So here our debtors 20,000. That's why the alignment is very important. So is equal to same my creditors repeating here. Okay, 50,000. Now my capital become how much? 1,77,500. That's why the new equation. So very important. Okay. Now move for the fourth transaction. What is that? Purchased furniture for office use. See, purchased furniture for office use. Okay. So how much? 10,000. So now I am writing 10,000. So here you purchased furniture for office use 10,000. Okay, they mentioned what here? Cash. So that's what the idea here. So purchase of furniture for office use how much? 10,000. So when you go into market for purchase of furniture, what will happen? We pay money, correct? So naturally our cash reduced. That's why within the bracket I put 10,000. Okay, then it is not considered as a stock, it's not considered as a debtors, but where I want to show it is a furniture, correct? So it is a asset. See here, I put here furniture. Okay, so here again 0, again 0, plus again 0. So then only you can able to understand very clearly. Okay, again plus 0, again plus 0. Here only I am shown as a plus 10,000. Okay, see here, my cash reduced here. In the means of what? I got furniture. That's what equal is, correct? 10,000, my one of the asset reduced to 2 variable. Similarly, my furniture also asset increased. Here decreased, here increased. So compensated. So only equation. Now understood. So here also I put 0 plus 0. So this transaction over. So I put it what? Line. Okay. Then what is our new equation? Okay. So new equation. How much? So my cash reduced. So 1,65,000 here. Similarly, my stock, see, 32,500 plus. So my debtors 20,000. Okay, plus my furniture 10,000. is equal to my creditors still 50,000 plus my capital how much? 1,77,500. So understood? That's our new equation. When you up to this, what is the total? Then up to this, what is the total? Should be both side how much? 2,32,500. Add both side, it will come. Correct? 2,32,500. Okay, so 2 lakh. Add this 50. For example, 50. So 7 plus 3, 10, 2. So 1,27,500. Add both side, how much will come? 1,27,500. The equation both side. Now go for the fifth transaction. Correct? So what is the fifth one? It's a very important one. What is fifth one? So fifth is what? Cash paid to Rohit. See, cash paid to whom? Rohit. Cash paid to Rohit. What they said? In full settlement. So this is very important transaction. Full settlement. That means what? See here Rohit already purchased, correct? So purchased goods from Rohit. How much? 50,000. So now we paid. New equation, cash paid to Rohit in full settlement. So what happened? So we totally paid everything. Correct? So what they said, how much the settlement? Just 48,500. Actually, how much you purchased? See here, we purchased how much? 50,000. There you are shown as a creditors. So now you are going to pay that fellow Rohit. How much? Only 48,500. So how you are going to write? See, very important transaction. See here, so cash paid. So how much reduced? So this is the amount you are paid. So within the bracket, 48,500 by cash reduced. Correct? Thereafter, what happened? So plus 0, plus 0, plus 0. Here, actually how much I have to pay? 50,000 only. But how much I paid? Only 48,500. So the remaining 2,500 we got gain. So that gain I'm going to show here. Right? Here I put in the bracket. Because now nil balance, creditors. So 2,500 I shown as a what? Profit. Now got the point. Now understood? 1,500. 48,500. Sorry. 1,500. Okay. So 1,500 we got gain. We paid. We want to pay actually 50,000. How much we paid? Only 48,500. That's why the VAT is very important. What is the VAT? Full settlement. What's the put? How much you want to pay? 50,000. But you paid only 48,500. 48,500. So 1,500 we got gain. Okay. Maybe gain or profit. Okay. Or discount allowed also we can say. That we understood now the accounting terms. So now understood. So what's the new equation now? Okay, what's the new equation? So 1,65,000 minus 48,500. So 1,16,500. Sorry. 16,500. Thereafter, my stock 32,500 plus my debtors still it is there. How much? 20,000 plus my furniture 10,000 is equal to now creditors nil balance. So 0 plus so how much my capital now? 177, 178. So 1,79,000 my new capital. This was the new equation. Now understood? So new equation. Okay. See new equation. Repeat once again. So 48,500 repaid. That's right. I shown as a cash under that within the bracket. 48,500. Our cash is reducing. So my creditors become nil balance. That's why shown as a within the bracket. Then how much actually got the gain? 1,500 we got the gain. Okay? 1,500. See 1,500. So what is the new equation? So cash now becomes 1,16,500. My stock 32,500. My debtors 20,000. My furniture 10,000. So there is no creditors right now. So my capital become now 1,79,000. Okay. Now we will continue for this next one. Just I clean it here. Okay. See here. So I carry over this equation here. See, I will say the new equation. So continuation going on. So what is the new equation? So new equation. Okay, what's the new equation? 1,16,500. My stock is 32,500 plus my debtors is how much? 20,000. My furniture 10,000. There is no creditors. So what is my capital? So plus. So what is my capital? The capital is 1,79,000. Okay, you understood? Now we will continue the next transaction. So what is that? See the fifth one. Go for the sixth one. What is the sixth transaction? What is the sixth transaction? The sixth one is what? Cash received from Manish. Correct. So already we sold debtors to whom? Manish how much? 20,000. Now we got money. Cash received from Manish. How much? 20,000. Correct. So I got money. Cash 20,000. Okay. Plus 0. Plus my debtors now become what? 0. Because now we got money. So there is no debtors now. Correct. So we got 20,000 here. So my 20,000 I put the bracket. That's why it become nil. So here my cash increased, my debtors decreased. So accounting equation. So this side plus 0, 0 plus 0. Then only you can able to write the equation. Now see the line continuation. Understood? So whatever is sold goods to Manish, now we got money how much? Cash received from Manish, how much? 20,000. Okay, the 20,000 I got cash increased. My debtors become now nil. Okay, that's the equation for this transaction. 20 increased, 20 decreased, so equalized. So here 0, 0. Now what is my new accounting equation? See, new equation. So now my cash become 1,36,500. Correct. The cash become 1,36,500. My stock how much? Plus 32,500. See, 32,500. Here there is no debtors. The furniture still it is there. 10,000. My there is no creditors 0. Then capital 1,79,000. Now understood the new equation. When you total both sides, we got same manner 1,79,000. Correct? 136,500 plus 30,500 plus 10,000, 1,79,000. Here also 1,79,000. Accounting equation. Now see the next transaction. What? Very simple. So rent paid. How much? See, seventh one. Rent paid. Rent paid. See, it is coming under expenses, correct? How much? Just 1,000 rupees we paid rent. So where I am going to show, so when I pay rent, my cash will decrease, correct? So I want to show here, bracket, 1,000. Okay, similarly 0 plus 0 plus 0, this effect where I am going to show, my capital will be reducing. So I want to show here 1,000. It is like a expenses. Correct? Understood? So my rent paid 1,000, my cash reduced within the show bracket. Equation. Here also 1,000 reduced, my capital also 1,000 reduced. So equation. So what's the new equation now? Okay. The new equation. So every time we have to write new equation. So new equation. how much? So 136,500 now become 1,35,500. Correct. That's what the cash right now. My stock still 32,500 plus my debtors 0. My furniture 10,000. Okay, here my creditors 0. My capital become what? 1,78,000. You got it? 1,78,000. It's a new equation. So now finally the eighth one, very important one, cash withdraw for personal use. Cash withdraw for personal use. How much? 3,000. Okay, that means what? In the business, we took money, we drawn money for personal use, for a business purpose, correct? Not business purpose, personal use. That's why cash withdraw for personal use. This is a very important word. So nothing it is called what? It is called drawings. As a accounting terms, correct? Withdrawn for the personal use, you can say drawings. So the 3,000, so naturally my cash reduced here 3,000. So here also my capital reduced 3,000. Now understood? So plus 0 plus 0 plus 0 is equal to 0 plus 0. So 3,000 reduced, 3,000 reduced equation. Finally, what are you going to write? So finally, you are going to write what? It is called final equation. So put line. So everything over now. So that's what the finally up to this we discussed the 8 transaction. So finally we can't say new equation. It is called final equation. It is called final equation. Now understood? Final equation. How much, sir? It's simple. So whatever your 1,35,500 become 1,32,500. So my cash now how much? 32,500. My stock 32,500. Cash become 1,32,500. My stock become 32,500. There is no debtors plus only the furniture available 10,000. So is equal to my creditors also 0. Finally my capital become 1,75,000. That's what your final equation. Now understood? I will clean this. So now only we will clear out. Okay, so what is the final equation? For up to the 8 transaction, one by one, our final equation is what? See here. Our final equation, what? If you write both sides, you get, so 1,75,000. If total both sides, the assets become 1,75,000. My liabilities plus capital also become 1,75,000. That's what our answer. Both sides, assets is equal to my capital plus liabilities 1,75,000. The assets also 1,75,000. Now understood? So up to the equation, it's very interesting, it's very easy. The only thing you want to know where I am going to draw the line. Now understood now why I given gap. So whenever keeping on asset side is more one. So whenever assets are keeping on increasing, you want to add like this each and every transaction. First I return cash, thereafter stock, according to the transaction, thereafter debtors, thereafter furniture. Suppose more transaction likewise, that's why the lengthy one. Suppose as a transaction, suppose you take a notebook, any big transaction, you want to make it fully. You want to show as a fully, correct? This side also open a notebook, you continuously write. So that's why you can able to easily identify. You understood? That's what our accounting equation, very easy one. Again we do the more problem. So what is my request? Just to watch the video. Then you want to do the work accordingly you want to work out. Okay, so that's why the accounting equation very easy and interesting one. Okay, so just to follow the video, so how I written, how I draw the line, each and every transaction, how we are going to write the equation. Okay, so that's why further discussion video, you will see the accounting equation also, don't worry. Okay, then we'll go for the revision also for chapter 1, chapter 2 and chapter 3. We are in progress of chapter 3, accounting equation. Okay. So we hope that now you can able to understood. So what we discussed in chapter 1 and chapter 2 for the accounting theory based accounting for different concepts. This is coming under what concept? So dial aspect concept. Correct? That's what both sides should be equal. So accounting equation, there is no balance, always should be equal. So this side and this side equal. That's why 1,75,000 my assets total. And my liabilities capital also 1,75,000. If it is wrong, our sum is problem. Okay, it is not correct. So both side different figure. So somewhere you done the mistake. Okay, that's what should be very careful. Okay, so of that definitely you can able to follow the how you are written the procedure. Okay, so thank you very much. Okay.